Today, our topic is the importance of self-reflection in Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. One of the most important practices in Stoicism is self-reflection. Self-reflection means taking time to think about your actions, thoughts, and feelings. It helps you understand yourself better and make better choices in life. Without self-reflection, we can easily fall into bad habits, make the same mistakes over and over, and lose sight of what truly matters. Stoics believe that self-reflection is like a mirror for the soul. It shows us who we really are, not who we think we are, or who we want others to think we are. It is a tool for growth, peace, and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that life is full of challenges, but we have the power to control how we respond to them. Self-reflection helps us see if we are responding in the right way. For example, if someone insults you, you might feel angry and want to shout back. But if you take a moment to reflect, you might realize that the insult says more about the other person than about you. You might also see that getting angry will only make things worse. By reflecting, you can choose to stay calm and respond with kindness, or simply walk away. This is how self-reflection helps us act with wisdom and virtue, which are key goals in Stoicism. Another reason self-reflection is important is that it helps us learn from our mistakes. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. The difference between a wise person and a foolish one is that the wise person learns from their mistakes. Self-reflection allows us to look back at our actions and see what went wrong. Maybe you lost your temper and said something you regret. Maybe you made a bad decision because you were too focused on short-term pleasure instead of long-term happiness. By reflecting on these moments, you can understand why you acted the way you did and how you can do better next time. Stoics believe that mistakes are not failures, but opportunities to grow. Self-reflection also helps us stay focused on what is truly important. In today's world, it is easy to get distracted by things that don't matter. We might spend hours scrolling through social media, comparing ourselves to others, or chasing after money and fame. But Stoics remind us that these things are not within our control and do not bring lasting happiness. By reflecting on our lives, we can ask ourselves, am I spending my time on things that matter? Am I living according to my values? Am I being the best version of myself? These questions help us stay grounded and focus on what really matters, like relationships, personal growth, and contributing to the world. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, was a Roman emperor who ruled one of the largest empires in history. Despite his power and wealth, he practiced self-reflection every day. He wrote a personal journal, now known as Meditations, where he reflected on his thoughts, actions, and struggles. In his writings, he reminded himself to stay humble, to treat others with kindness, and to focus on what he could control. He also reflected on the impermanence of life, reminding himself that everything changes and that we should not take anything for granted. Marcus Aurelius' journal is a great example of how self-reflection can help us live a better life, no matter who we are or what we do. Another Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, was born a slave, but became one of the most respected teachers of his time. He taught that self-reflection is essential for freedom. According to Epictetus, true freedom is not about having power or wealth, but about mastering your mind. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Self-reflection helps us become masters of ourselves by showing us where we are weak and where we need to improve. For example, if you find yourself getting upset over small things, reflection can help you see that these things are not worth your energy. Over time, you can train yourself to stay calm and focused, no matter what happens. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, believed that self-reflection is the key to a peaceful mind. He said that we should end each day by reviewing our actions. This practice, known as the evening reflection, involves asking yourself 3 questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? What did I learn? By doing this every night, you can celebrate your successes, learn from your mistakes, and plan for a better tomorrow. Seneca believed that this simple practice could transform your life by helping you live with intention and purpose. Self-reflection is not always easy. It requires honesty and courage. Sometimes we don't want to face our mistakes or admit our weaknesses. But Stoics teach us that facing the truth is the first step toward growth. As Seneca said, the first step toward improvement is to recognize your faults. Self-reflection is not about punishing yourself or feeling guilty. It is about understanding yourself so you can become the best version of yourself. It is about being kind to yourself while also holding yourself accountable. In addition to helping us grow, self-reflection also brings peace. When we take time to reflect, we can let go of negative emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear. For example, if you are feeling jealous of someone, reflection can help you see that jealousy is a waste of energy. Instead of focusing on what others have, you can focus on what you have and be grateful. Stoics believe that gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for happiness. By reflecting on the good things in your life, you can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. Self-reflection also helps us prepare for the future. Life is unpredictable, and we never know what will happen next. But by reflecting on our values and priorities, we can face the future with confidence. Stoics believe in preparing for the worst while hoping for the best. This means thinking about what could go wrong and how you would handle it. For example, if you lose your job, will you panic, or will you stay calm and look for new opportunities? By reflecting on these questions, you can build resilience and be ready for anything life throws at you. Finally, self-reflection helps us live with purpose. Many people go through life without thinking about why they do what they do. They follow the crowd, chase after money, or live for the approval of others. But Stoics believe that a good life is one that is lived with purpose and meaning. By reflecting on your values and goals, you can make sure that your actions align with what truly matters to you. This is how you live a life of integrity and fulfillment. To practice self-reflection, you don't need anything fancy. All you need is a quiet place and a few minutes each day. You can write in a journal, meditate, or simply sit and think. The important thing is to be honest with yourself and ask the right questions. What did I do well today? What could I have done better? What am I grateful for? What do I need to work on? These questions will guide you toward growth and self-improvement. In conclusion, self-reflection is a powerful tool that can transform your life. It helps you understand yourself, learn from your mistakes, and stay focused on what truly matters. It brings peace, resilience, and purpose. The Stoics knew this, and they made self-reflection a central part of their philosophy. By following their example, you can live a life of wisdom, virtue, and happiness. Remember, the journey of self-improvement never ends, but with self-reflection, you can make every step count.